What's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of Uncensored But
Season.
Okay, all right, vocals.
Yeah.
Vocals. How are you, Jason?
I'm good. I've just got Invisalign, so
Why are you telling the people that now?
because they're gonna hear something different in how I speak.
No, there's nothing wrong with how you speak. I can hear you.
I can hear the S's.
No.
I can hear it clearly.
Oh, it's fine.
Invisalign crew, stand up for the kid.
Well, I'm gonna get my braces, so I'm getting braces done.
You're gonna be metal mouth.
Listen, this is how I've been abusing you. One of my friends is like, why are you always abusing Jason? Let's not use the word abuse. YouTube, please, let's censor this. This is not an abuse. They said, wow. I'm like, no, I don't. It's because you like to get on my nerves. But they think I'm the bad one because I'm the one that likes to react like...
Yeah, I'm the gentle one. Why? I don't know. Do you guys find that funny? I'm the gentle one.
The gag is you're not gentle. You just try to be gentle in the scene.
I am gentle. Yes. I'm gentle.
Man said he's from Brixton, if you all remember.
Man's from Brixton, you get me. I'm a gentle Brixtonite, you get me. I'm a gentle Brixtonite.
I don't know. Me, I'm gentle. But people think, wait. Feel you clear that. But why am I not gentle?
No, I was looking at the table.
No, but why did you react like that? I am gentle.
I was looking at the table.
I just have a harsh tone. It doesn't mean I'm not gentle in the spirit and I'm not a meek person.
So your tone isn't gentle?
I don't, that's just how I talk. There's nothing I can do. I don't know how to... I don't know. And I can't change.
Do you know what you need to do? You need to add some more air to your tone.
And maybe because...
So, instead of talking like this, you need to talk like this.
I feel like it was too fake.
But try it. Just try it for me.
No.
Just say say welcome to Uncensored But Seasoned.
Hi guys, welcome to... No way.
No. You have to be intentional because you're saying it lazily. You just say, hi guys, welcome to Uncensored But Seasoned.
Hi guys, welcome to Uncensored But Seasoned. Nah.
You see how gentle that was?
No, that's not me. I'm sorry.
But see, even this tone is even more gentle. Like, that is not me. That's not me.
That's only when I see money. Money can only make me gentle. So when I see people with money, I act right.
But you see... So basically, you see her tone just got gentle because your boy's got money. You get me?
When I see people that can, be a blessing to my life, I'm like, okay. I need to be
not a blessing to your life. That's
I didn't say that.
That's why you're giving me all these harsh tones.
I have never given you a harsh tone, Jason.
Hey!
I have loved on you correctly. I'm always correcting you in a gentle way, but you take it the other way. I cannot be the one to blame for that. I'm sorry.
First of all, Johnny, you don't correct me.
Hey.
When do you correct me?
When I come at you.
I don't think we've had a...
No, we've not had it, but I only come at you because of courts anyway. That's the only thing that because personally, you've not really done anything to me that I would have to, correct you.
No. There was one time. That was the last time that we were supposed to film here.
Oh, but it's fine. Like, what can I do?
I really am sorry about that.
No, that's okay. No, that's okay. And sometimes I just don't stress on it because I feel like I'm bothering you.
No.
So
do you know what?
Let me just let you be.
Do you know what? I feel like when it's serious, your tone is a lot more gentler.
That's why.
Because when you spoke to me about it, you was really gentle. I was like, I felt so bad. I was like, no.
No, because this is the thing. That's why when I'm angry, I'm actually quiet.
Yeah, your tone is a lot more calm.
So when you do something and I look at you and I don't say a word, you should know whatever you did is real bad.
No, but even just with, I think when you're upset, like obviously in that situation, I was wrong.
Yeah.
So, but when you came to talk to me about it, you were so gentle. There was no bass, there was no boast, there was nothing. And I was like, rah!
Yeah, but that's the whole point. I don't give people what they expect. So like when I'm angry, when I'm angry, you might think, Jonah is going to do the most, but no, that's when I'm actually, so that's when you have to be afraid. Because, not you, but I'm saying the moment I'm quiet, that's a wrap.
That's same for me.
That's a wrap.
But the thing for me, when I get quiet, is because I realize that where my mind is at is very dark. So I can say anything that can provoke a fight. Because my mouth is sharp. Like, obviously, we joke around and say that I'm petty.
You are petty.
But I use it for, like, comedy. But there's also the dark side where I can use it and really cut people's. So when I know that my mind, when the thoughts are starting to get dark, I'm like,
let's zip it. Yeah.
Be quiet.
But yeah,
But how are you?
I'm great. I'm back to 9 to 5, and my life is but overall, I'm good, and I'm grateful to God.
That's good.
Forever grateful
That's
because
good.
God is actually always working. Like in as much as whether we like it or not, I'm still going to talk about God. If I sit in this chair, He's
What
the
you
reason.
gonna do about it?
Yeah, He's the
Fire
reason
us.
why. He's the reason why we are here, and I am grateful. My next biggest breakthrough is what I'm looking out for to walk down the aisle. So yo, tell that man to find me. Yo, I'm gentle, please.
What type of guy are you looking for?
Please have money. No matter what you do, just have money.
But what is have money? What does that? How much is that?
I'm not gonna lie. At this point, there shouldn't be an amount to it. I don't want a specific amount in your account, but I mean, at least at this point of my life, you should have your home that you've paid for.
Paid off?
Paid off. I don't want a mortgage. I don't want the one to be paying monthly rents. I don't want that.
So you don't want somebody that's renting. You want somebody that's owning.
Yeah, of course.
But do they have to have the house paid off, or is it that they're paying off their mortgage?
At least let's see if we can find both of our lifestyles. So whatever lifestyle where I am in the stage, it's no more. I'm not doing economy. I'm doing business class. So if you're coming into my life, you have to add value. We're either continuing business or going first class or PJ. Yeah. I'm not saying it's all them, but no, but all jokes aside, I really want a kind man. I want someone that is accountable to God. I want someone that is submitting their ways to God. That's the only way I'm going to submit to you as a wife. Because I can't submit to a man that I don't know where he's going, where your head is at. So I just want someone that loves God, is accountable to God. And the rest will follow. I talk about finances a lot, but I mean, I'm someone that can build with someone from scratch. From scratch, I'm not doing anymore. I've been there, done that a couple of times. And me, I'm not going back to build no man, okay?
Ain't no build a best.
No building, but at least be comfortable. Be comfortable.
Got you.
Because I'm going to have, my wedding is going to be a carnival. So come on, we have to fund. Look at you.
Am I invited?
We are going to Ghana. So you have to...
Just let the people that make the best wache know that Jason is coming. You get me?
Is it wache that you want to eat? Only wache?
Bro, the wache that I had at Gold Coast was so good.
Did you go for their buffet?
Yeah, and I had kelewele.
Oh, but the kelewele outside is not great like that. So I can't wait. I've been telling you, come to Ghana with me. You're doing long. This December, if you want to join the trip that we're, because is also coming. We're all going as a group.
I'll see. I may have other Christmas plans.
You're just doing too much. If you come to Ghana, it's the streets kelewele. Listen. You see the way I laughed? Even us as Ghanaians, when you go and stand by the street and the kelewele is finished, you're like, oh no, why? Right. You can never get it right at home. I don't know what they put in there, but if you make it at home, you can never get that taste. But anyway, that's just by the way. So my man, find me, please.
Have you been following a certain case?
Yeah. Which of them? Uncle's case.
That's not my uncle. Bruh.
But I don't know. The guy is. So I blame I don't want to say I blame the lady, but don't look at me like that. Come on. We all know something has to give if you're looking for fame, right? And you've gone somewhere, nothing comes easy. Even if God is actually blessing you, look at the work you have to put in for you to get to a point.
I agree, but I don't think this case is about her desire for fame. Because a lot of...
Did you read the proceedings from the beginning, from the day one?
I'm just thinking about Cassie's journey.
Yeah.
In general. Let's forget the case. From if we're looking at,
she was like 18, 19 when she met.
If we look at the years that she was really popping, and then the duration of what she went through, was longer than the case.
So
than her fame, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so why did J-Lo? Uncle dated J-Lo, right? Why was she able to leave? Uncle dated.
But the thing is, you can't compare every woman isn't the same. And J-Lo also wasn't I don't believe J-Lo was as young as Cassie was as well. And J-Lo was also Puerto Rican from the Bronx. So
she has...
she probably, allegedly. She may have allegedly gone through some other stuff. but maybe not that stuff. Because I think some of the songs that she came out with were directed at him, like My Love Don't Cost a Thing, If You Had My Love, all of them types of songs. So I think there's, and
let me not catch you, but I'm gonna catch you.
And maybe he wasn't as allegedly into all that stuff as much, because as you grow, I'm saying there's levels. He didn't just come out the gate doing the stuff that they are saying he did.
He was really years ago, because if you check when the Williams 50.
Yeah, but J-Lo was before.
No, not
J-Lo
even
was
J-Lo.
before.
They've been talking about Uncle's thing since 2009.
Yeah, but I'm saying
So he was even doing it before 2009.
No, I'm saying
decades.
I'm not saying that he wasn't. I'm just saying the more you're into stuff, the more it increases. You get what I'm saying? So I'm saying he may have been doing some stuff, but it may have not been to the level, because that's something you don't just come out the gate just
but
like
what
wanting. What
gagged me was the fact that even when Cassie was seeing her now husband, she was still going back for.
Yeah,
why?
Because of manipulation.
Oh, please. You lot, we're not going to do this.
No. Remember when we talked about this when we were talking about Two-Face and Annie?
But you want manipulation? You have a man now.
No. But
so if you're in a new relationship, what would make you text your ex to go back and collect some?
Do you know what it is?
Eggs.
Here's the thing. Because you haven't been in that type of situation, it's hard for you to get your mind to think in that way.
So I mean, she was enjoying it.
No, I'm saying when somebody has been abused, right? In general, when someone has been abused, and this case is not the first time that we're hearing a story where somebody goes back to their abuser, or there's just something that just draws them. They know what they're doing is wrong, but they cannot help themselves. So Cassie's cases, this is not unusual. There are many women, many men who have been through stuff like this, whether it's at the hand of a wife, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a husband, people who have been abused. But at the time they get out, they would have tried many times, or it just takes a message, oh, I'm so sorry. Even if you think about when people cheat, how people keep going back to
cheating is even a form of abuse.
Exactly,
you know
but
that?
I'm saying, when we're talking about manipulation, how you've been cheated on 5, 6, 7, 8 times and you still go back.
But sometimes I feel like, come on, the other part, I'm not saying that if you're not in the situation, you don't know what to do, but we should have a little bit of common sense, okay? If something is happening, it has happened one. I can want to calm.
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You come on.
Sometimes you're just blinded by
what?
By the potential that you see.
Yeah, but that's so the potential is me being famous, me not losing out on all these.
No, not the potential that you see in what you'll get, but the potential that you see in a person. Maybe this time will be different.
Listen, I have said this so many times, and times without number. When people show you who they are from the beginning, you believe them. Like, you believe them. If right now we sit here and then you slap me, let's say we're having an argument, pow, you slap me, and you say, oh, Jojo, I'm sorry. Do you think I'm going to forgive you, and still
you would?
No. I will not be in that same space with you anymore. There will be boundaries now.
There might be boundaries, but your guard will come down because this was an isolated incident. If you had met me for the very first time and I did that, you'd be like, I don't know this. It's because you know my character. You know that I've never slapped somebody before. You get what I'm saying?
But if you have the potential to next time punch me.
This is true, but we also have history where I have never exhibited any of that behavior.
Yes.
So if I say to you, oh, Joanne, I'm so sorry, I don't know what happened, or I say I took something this morning or whatever, you're likely to believe me because you're like, if I look at the history, one, Jason has never raised his voice to me. We've never had an argument. So why today? Something else must be going on. And the
maybe
thing is,
the example I used, but even
the other thing that we have to think about, the best abusers are very charismatic. So they are very good at creating an environment where you feel very, very safe, very, very loved, very cherished, very desired, all of that stuff. And then by the time abuse kicks in, you're like, But I've seen this.
But 10, 11 years, that's a long time.
We've seen people be there for longer. There's people that stay in those type of situations and never get out because they die.
For whatever reason it is, I'm praying that he doesn't have a hand in the alleged Kim Porter's death. You know, allegedly. I'm praying because that would be so devastating for his kids.
That's true.
Imagine you killed our mother. But anyway, we'll leave Uncle to the court of law and in the hands of the Lord.
Bruh, my prayers are going out to every single person that's kind of involved in that case that's suffered a little bit. You know, and also, you know, hopefully certain people
are not involved though, because I'm praying that one particular person
is not involved.
Is not involved. He's a man of God.
Oh,
I'm praying because that would, like I'm saying.
On. In fact, let's talk about that. We're not going to mention this person's name.
Yeah,
but I feel like when you are that high up in ministry, and also prominent, you have to be very, very careful about the places that you go to. Also, the thing is, when you're also that high up, and also if we're thinking about the same person, this person has also been involved in film as well, right?
It's two separate people.
Like shooting films.
Shooting films is someone else, and then in ministry is another person. So we're looking at two different
no, the person I'm thinking about is in ministry and has done some films.
Okay, has he?
Yeah, he wasn't in them, but he's produced films.
I didn't know he was a producer.
Yeah, Woman Thou Art Loosed.
Well, you're going to give the people...
I'm not saying any names.
Woman Thou Art Loosed, everyone knows where it's coming from.
But he's done a few films.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So when you're in that, like, the chances are that you'll probably hear stuff about certain people. You understand what I mean? Because I feel like everybody in Hollywood or in entertainment, maybe they don't know everything that's going on, but they know something that's going on about somebody else in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, of
course. And I think there's no smoke without fire because there's no way people will start. Like, if people are saying the same thing for a very long time, there should be some certain level of truth. Somebody knows something. Yeah. And that is what is actually... is worrying me because it would drag a lot of people's faith behind, not me, but I'm saying people that like are still babies in the Lord and like, okay, if this person is doing this, then who am I to like live upright? And it would just, because if nothing at all, I know millions of people. He actually even has a whole channel in Africa on TBN or whatever that everyone watches. I used to stay on there every day watching that. So imagine how many people are actually like following his journey and they've given their life to Christ because of him. And then all of a sudden, you hear that this person has done this and it's true, like that will shatter the kingdom of heaven. And I don't want that to happen. So I'm praying. And he's been to that party more than 5 times. Not allegedly. This is not allegedly because they used to show it every year when they are posting clips. But then also
remember there's, from what I've heard, there are 2 parties that happen. So a lot of people that have been to the white party, some of them, not a lot of people, there are people that said they've been to the white party.
Let me bring a picture out.
No. Let me, when I'm saying there's people that have been to the white party that never saw the extra stuff that was happening because that maybe happened after hours. So not everybody that gets invited to the white party got invited to the alleged
but as a higher up, as a minister of God, the Bible says, do not...
This is what I was saying.
Why would you put yourself in that space?
You still have to be very careful about where you
can hang and dine with the person privately. Nobody's gonna know. Like you can invite them to your home, you pray with them, you share the word of God with them. You can be their spiritual father. But why would you go? And he was holding a glass of drink, whatever wine. Like I've seen it in the shorts and a t-shirt, open up with a singlet. Like what would you be doing as a man of God in such environment? That is my thing. And if you're comfortable doing that, then it means that you probably were much more comfortable doing the things that they said you've done. And then allegedly, how would 2 people from his ministry, so far it was 4, allegedly said they were raped and then they were giving shush money to their parents. They had to leave the church.
Why?
Yes. Only. Allegedly. But I mean, so this is what I'm saying. Like it'll really shatter the kingdom of God for me. It's
But you know what? I don't think... Here's where I don't think it will shatter the kingdom of God because God's word and God's power will ultimately be seen and challenged. Yes, some churches will be broken, and there'll be some people.
Let's forget about the church. I'm talking about the individuals that are looking up.
That's what I'm saying. And there'll be people that support his ministry that may not attend the churches or that look up to him that will be impacted. But this is where it's very important that people have their own relationship with God that is separate from the man of God. Shepherd, because God is the ultimate shepherd. These people that we see are they're like guardrails on the motorway. We still have to get to our destination, and that's the goal. So it's very important, like when people start to idolize and worship pastors and bishops and all types of like high up ministers, this is where they run into error. Because if you don't know God for yourself, these people are human. So at any point they can fail your hand intentionally and unintentionally. Is that not going to be the reason why you don't trust God?
People don't know that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like you and I have built our faith to a certain point that, okay, even if pastor, whoever falls short, it doesn't take us away from the kingdom of... Yeah, no, it doesn't take us away from the kingdom of heaven. But people that have been like, they're looking up to this person is like an angel. Most of the times, even I was like that before until something happened to me one day and I was like, yo, they're just mere mortals. Just, God is speaking through them. It doesn't mean that God cannot speak through them, through me. So let me not look up to them as if they're like gods. A lot of people idolize men of God to think that they are like beyond the realm of humanity, that they can never do wrong, and that's the problem. And it's not just, we look at millions of people.
Yeah.
So my thing is, I'm just praying that he doesn't,
This obviously, what my position is in our church, right? In terms of ministry, I think this is one of the blessings that I feel like I've had from being in ministry. Just, I'm not a pastor, but just in where I've served, because I get to see the higher up leaders as human. Because in every ministry, in every church that I've served, that I've always served at a high level, and so I get to see the human side, and I feel like that for me makes it that much harder for me to idolize them versus just give them the respect that they're due.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's been times where they've disappointed me. There's been times where I've had to have conversations. There's been time when they've had to have conversations with me. But it keeps it human. So if at any time somebody says, or I've heard that X, Y, and Z has happened with this person, that's still my friend or my family or somebody. Yeah, you made this mistake. And yeah, you may have to step down and take some time to, restore yourself or whatever. But why should I look at that? What does that have to do with God?
That's what I'm saying. You see, we thank God for the grace. That's you. Yeah. That's how you've grown. But not a lot of people.
And this is why we're saying it to them today. Like, develop your own relationship with God. Don't rely, like your pastor is there to help your relationship with God, not to be your relationship with God.
Yeah, I think that's the right thing. But anyway, let's just leave it to God. And I pray that one day we all make it to heaven, because that's the most important thing.
When we all
Jason
get to heaven,
behave yourself. It's not every time we are going to be singing here. What a day
of rejoicing that will be when we all
my grandma
see Jesus.
You should see my eyes.
We'll sing and shout the victory.
Anyway, I'll come for you later on something. Do you want to read or you want me to read?
You said I'm going to read this.
So read it.
Y'all going to hear this lisp very clearly.
Because it's like this. So you have to swipe. Yeah, it's long.
It's long?
Yeah, so unless you don't.
Now I'll read it. Because this is going to help me get used to these Invisaligns.
Oh my God, you're telling the whole world you have Invisalign.
I got Invisalign.
Guys, wait, I'm also going to get my braces. So when I get it done, I'll see.
Are you going to get the clear ones or the actual metal ones?
Metal ones?
No, you can get them clear. You can get the clear
brackets. It's going to be expensive. I think the clever one is more expensive. Please, let me not go and break the bank. Let me stick to the traditional braces. I beg. You see, Jason has money, but Jason doesn't give me. Jason doesn't give me money.
Don't tell the people that.
Like if Jason is like, oh Joe, today I'm crediting your account £500. When have you done that? Give me money.
This is the person that flies business class everywhere she goes, you know.
No.
You just said it.
But that's not my money. That's a grace of God's money. Don't you fly? Do you fly economy? Do you fly economy? Just because hello, him.
Yeah, but the reason
he does not fly economy, oh.
Yeah.
So listen, you're all out there. If you meet Jason, you're dating him, please.
First of all,
collect him, bill him.
Hold on. I have.
Jason has money.
I have hacks on how I get to fly. However, I fly.
Regardless whether you have hacks or not,
I have hacks.
You still have to pay for something to get that hack. So my darling,
no.
He'll be there. He'll just take his bag. I'm going to Malta. I'm going to South Africa. I'm going to Greece. I'm going to this. People don't know.
Yeah, but flying business class in Europe is like, if you're flying to business class in Europe, that's like nothing.
Hello. Did you hear? If you're flying business class in Europe, that's like nothing.
It's nothing.
And that's like, let's say 500 or 600 pounds is nothing to Jason. So you all get...
Compared to flying business international,
I'm just telling you
long haul.
Jason, bill him. Because nigga got money, okay?
Whatever.
He has a lot of money. So you guys should bill him and collect. If you're dating Jason and you're going to watch this podcast, please, I don't know. He's been hiding it from me. But one day we might find you, sir.
Nobody has the
bill him.
You can't bill me.
But because he's not giving me more news.
You can't bill me.
Okay.
Nobody can bill me.
We are come to have a live event, so we'll see. Don't worry, we'll talk about that later.
You can't bill me. I will spend the money that I want to spend.
Hallelujah! Hallelujah, somebody! Did we hear that? He said he will spend the money that he wants to spend, but you can still bill him. Don't worry.
You can send me the bill. If the bill gets paid, now you own that.
Just you have money, because just what do you use your money for? You get more than £5,000 a month. What do you use your money for?
Wow!
What?
Wow! How do you know how much money I'm getting a month?
Because you're a contractor, and contractors do have a lot of money. You get paid £6 plus £700 a day.
I don't get paid 6 plus £700.
You do.
I don't.
You do. That's the minimum. Actually, so
it's not the minimum.
If he said he doesn't, it means he's getting $1,000. So you see,
I'm not getting $1,000 a day. Definitely no.
Okay, but you see that one, he said definitely, but the 600-700, he said
I'm not getting. I'm not
getting
500.
500. 5 times 7 is how much? That's my whole.
Who works 5 times 7? That's 7 days a week. I don't work 7 days a week.
Okay, 5, 25. You said up to my month is I'm okay.
But you act like taxes in this country aren't crazy.
Guys, I'm shocked. Just say you have money. No wonder you've been buying designer.
What designer did I buy?
We'll talk about this behind closed doors.
What designer? First of all, what designer do I buy?
It's okay. We'll talk about it closed doors.
I have what? 1, 2.
Guys, it was just they were supposed to go. I don't know what it was. It was for church or something. Jason was looking for a shoe to buy the next day, a specific shoe.
Yeah.
And he went to get it just for that particular event. And it was a 1 day, 3 hours event at church. You have money.
What shoe? Which event?
When you were going to do the thing, all tribes and nations. What am I even saying?
Oh, the brown shoe.
Yeah, but you specifically went to get that for tribes and nations.
Yeah, and I've been wearing that shoe since.
Yeah, how much did you buy that shoe?
It was less than 200.
You're lying.
Yeah,
it wasn't less than 200.
It was less than 200.
Wasn't it Ralph Lauren?
No.
What was it?
I don't have any Ralph Lauren shoes.
No, but you mentioned the brand to me because you were looking for that shop at Oxford, and I told you it's at Oxford Circus.
It wasn't Ralph Lauren.
Oh yeah.
I don't have any Ralph Lauren shoes.
Oh yeah.
My ex said that the man is...
No, look at the title. There's a topic.
I called off my wedding.
Yeah.
I called off my wedding 3 weeks before the wedding. I do not know how I remained so foolish for so long without realizing the kind of man I had been dating for over 3 years. We had been together for 4 days, making final preparations for the wedding. His friend came to the apartment and we were having conversations about Herbert Wigway's kids, their grandfather, and the cousins who took them to court over their father's property.
Do you know who Herbert Wigway is?
Who's that?
The owner of Access Bank that died in Nigeria, that died in a plane crash.
Oh, okay.
So,
okay,
you know, their family is actually collecting them and trying to, his father, uncles and stuff, trying to collect
his money
from his children.
Money is the love of The love of money really is
the root of all evil, of course. Anyway, continue.
His friend went on to say, thank God their father willed everything to them before death. Otherwise, that family would have taken everything away from them. And if the wife didn't die with him, they would have accused her of being responsible and made her life miserable. Facts.
That's Africa for you.
Very much. My ex said that the man is foolish for bequeathing his property to his children while he still has a father, brothers, and even other relatives. He added that some men even go so far as writing their wife's name on their properties and mentioned that his father's brother did the same, and that's why his father and the other siblings couldn't get the property away from her and the children. How did I miss this part for over 3 years? What was I discussing with him that I didn't see this part? His friend asked if he was serious, and he said only Mumu men add their wife's name to their property. Then I asked, do you expect your wife to build and support you? He replied that his wife has to build and support him, and that Nigerian women are too greedy. Why will she ask her husband to include her name if she has no motive? How can I be greedy over the properties I built with my husband? He went further to say that his brother's wife in the UK pays 50-50 and also cooks and cleans, and that she never allows her husband to enter the kitchen or sweep the house, even though she pays for the rent and food.
Go ahead. Do we need another segment for this whole thing? Go ahead.
Then I said, I would rather remain single.
Single.
Then I said, I would rather remain single. I cannot be building with you and end up owning nothing in our name. Then if anything happens, your family will take everything from the children. He said, if I have any motive of, buying, is that buy? When people leave.
Buying
and running with his property. It was as if I had been dating a fool. I wasn't even thinking about me, but our kids. If you aren't selfish, how can you ask me to build with you only to give your family what we built? He mentioned that he has seen a video on Reels of a woman who had married for 10 years, advising women to use their money to support their husband's investments, and added that his mother was giving his father her money while she was a teacher. Then I said, you think I would use your parents who couldn't last 20 years in marriage as a role model for my marriage? Your father beat and threw her out, and it was her siblings who helped her relocate to Europe after the divorce, and he stopped her from seeing her children. She cried that she cannot forget what she had endured at your father's hand. Yet you supported your father because you believed that men are perfect and women complain too much without listening to her pain. He said his father was a traditional husband and that a woman is supposed to respect her husband no matter what.
Anogbe, because whatever you do, marry well.
Marry well.
And date people that have sense. We are finished.
He claimed that a woman is supposed to submit her money to her husband without thinking twice. That what will she do with her money?
Ha!
In my mind, I was like, what? How did I not know about this? So just for context, I'm reading this for the first time. Jo has read this. She wanted me to read this before we started filming, but I was like, I want to read this fresh so that my reaction is fresh for you people. He further stated that a man can throw a woman out of the home they built together here.
This is you see your gender.
But it works the other way in the West. That is why our women want to travel and behave like Western women. His friend asked, you want her to pay bills like Western women, but not share property like Western men? He refused to answer. Then I spoke about a woman's duties, including pregnancy, and he said, what is pregnancy? Is she the first to give birth? He added that some ladies even become lazy during pregnancy and after giving birth, expecting their husbands to cook for them. His friend and I could not say anything. I simply told him, guy, you better change your orientation before marriage or else your wife will suffer. Then he asked, what do you mean by his wife as if you're not the one? I was done for good. I was busy eating and giving him stuff in the bedroom instead of having serious conversations with him about life. I didn't know he has this mentality because this is the first time I'm spending up to 4 days with him, and it was in a short-let apartment. I am happy that I escaped this. I thank God for my life. My next relationship was different. I made sure I asked the right questions and I cohabitated with him for a while. Don't do that.
Do it.
Don't do that.
Do it. Oh yeah, read.
We are looking forward to getting married in December this year, and I am excited about it. You cannot know everything about a person, but make sure you know their mindset, their perception to life, their thoughts on situations, and how they think. Ask the right questions and know so much about the person you're choosing to spend the rest of your life with.
So, a round of applause for this sister, first of all. Let's say, sis, whoever you are, wherever you are, thank you that you had the courage and at least you used your God-given CS, common sense, to deduce, unpack, and digest this foolishness. Because what is this? Jason, oh yeah? See agenda? See what we are dealing with on the streets?
Me, I can find a story like this about women too.
Okay.
Both genders have their
But I am
mess-ups.
saying, look at, sis, mwah, oh yeah, chop kiss, mwah, mwah. Because, what?
Nah, that's crazy.
Look,
That's actually crazy.
and that's not funny, you know. A lot of men are walking around thinking like that. I have somebody in mind, and like, I know that is close to me that had only like female children. Is like, no, I don't have kids. I'm looking for a male child.
He said he didn't have kids.
Yes, and a lot of African men think that when they have female kids, they've not until they have a son, they don't have children.
Yeah, because I want to just say African men, but in some cultures,
Yeah.
part of being a man or being respected as a man is being able to pass.
Produce a male child. We'll talk about this.
But it's not about just the male child. It's about carrying on the family name.
Oh please, women
I'm
are
just
doing
saying-
it and doing it better.
No.
now.
I'm not saying that that's correct. I'm just saying in some cultures, that's literally how it is.
Back to our sister and the guys. No. Let's digest, unpack, and in fact, dissect whatever. Biceps are like abs, you know. Oh my God. Richie, take it out.
Keep it in.
Because I'm so like, in as much as I've read, because I read a story online before, like, I'm like, no, this is something we need to talk about.
Yeah.
But it's still a shock to me as to how the man was like comfortably. This is in front of your friend and your soon-to-be wife. And this your mentality into marriage.
But the thing is, the reason why people are comfortable with that mentality is because they've grown up seeing that modeled. So in a way, if he hasn't been exposed to other ways of living, and we can't blame him.
So wait, I don't know why we're always blaming. I know, I can't blame him, but even his friend was saying, so you want your wife. So it means that he has positive friends around him.
Yeah, that's why I said if he's been exposed, then again, it's only if he hasn't been exposed that we can't blame him.
He has been exposed.
Okay, then
But
we can't
it's
blame
a
him.
typical man's ego thinking. So you expect a woman to come and build with you from scratch, and then you give everything to your family. What will your family be doing whilst you were building?
I think that's crazy. That's actually crazy.
But I mean, I really wanted us to talk about this because, like, you know, I think we've mentioned it before when we're talking about relationships. When you're dating, you don't ask the right questions. We're always like so like excited with the butterflies and how the person looks, and then we
how
don't.
much money they have.
Yes, that's very important too. You know, money is very important.
Yeah, but the money can also be a blinding factor as well.
Okay. Ask the right questions.
Yes, ask the right questions.
That's why people go like, I think people think
But not only that, but when you get the answers, make sure that action follows the answer. Because
and when you get the answers that is not what you want, you also have to exit like our sister did.
Yeah, but sometimes you get the right answer. You get the right answer because the person's putting on a performance.
No. But look, do you know how many women would have still stayed? Even in as much as this man, you know, I'm sure he has married another woman by now.
Yeah.
Do you know how many women would not even see the danger in what they were getting themselves to, in as much as this man has opened his mouth to tell you A, B, C, D. And they will still go out and like, yeah, my man, he's going to change one day. That is the problem with society. And that's a problem with the dating streets right now is not funny. Like, shout out to those of you that got married and got a good one.
It's hard out here in these
really
streets.
hard. Hey, Jason, it's hard.
Really?
It's harder than rock.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
How many dates have you been on?
When do I even go on dates?
So how do you know how it's hard in the streets?
But I talk to people because me, I've never done online dating, because I don't have the energy. Everybody knows I don't like texting, so I'm not about to come and give you a whole biography on myself so I don't have any dating. But when I meet people and then I met this guy last Tuesday. I think I liked, and then all of a sudden, can I have your snap? I'm like, uncle, I'm from the olden age, What are we going to be doing on Snapchat as a man? The moment you ask me, you didn't ask for my number.
How old was he?
I would have been in his 30s or something. I don't know. I don't know, but he's on. Now I said I'm not doing uncles anymore. Which you cut it out.
Keep it in.
I'm not doing, I think I want to,
date your age.
Who knows? What I said, date my age. Just is so interested in my age that I don't know what he needs it for.
You should be
my age. Yeah, I'll date my age and my age mates are not.
The thing is, here's the thing. Like, I can imagine dating out here is like tough.
Even in the UK, it's even tougher.
Then where?
Oh, the rest of the world is fine. In the UK, baby.
No. The rest of the world is not fine.
Oh.
America is not fine.
America is I even think America is a continent and an island on its own. It's not part of the world. Because the water that goes into people's brain there is green and brown. Not the white water. The water is colorless.
Listen, from American family, yo, I ain't say that. I ain't endorsing that. When I was over there, I ain't see no green and brown water. When I was over with y'all, I ain't seen no green and brown water. The water was white. The water was clear. The water was clear.
Water is colorless.
The water was clear.
The water there in America is green because your brain is upside down like that.
The water that I was drinking and my peoples was drinking was not brown or green or nothing.
But even with that, people are still finding love in America.
People are finding love here too.
Where are they?
We are seeing them. Is somebody not getting married on Thursday?
Because do you know why the person found the love? Do you know how fine that person was? Do you know why they? You see? Do you know? Do you know where they found the love?
My friend just got married. My childhood friend just got married to a Nigerian.
Yes, someone that just came fresh prince.
No, it wasn't. No. She's not fresh. She's from here.
No, the guy probably he's
not fresh either.
Whatever.
He was born in this country, raised in this country.
In the UK,
they're celebrating.
See, that's why a lot of people are traveling to America to find.
They've been together and they're getting married, and the traditional was litty. This was just last week Friday.
You were at the traditional last week Friday, and it was late.
It was lit.
Okay, well, at least that's saying congratulations to them.
Yeah.
But in the UK, baby, the dating pool.
I don't know. I don't really be out here dating.
Why though? We're going to talk about that later because whenever I talk about dates, why do you get uncomfortable, Jason?
I don't get uncomfortable.
There is something that Jason is not telling me, and I'm going to find out, guys, and I'm going to share with you, okay? I'll find out, and I'll share it with you.
You won't find out anything that I don't want to tell you. It's impossible.
Don't try me because I can dedicate my time.
You can.
Unless I'm getting paid, because right now I need money, though.
You can. The thing is,
dig, find, and
there's
research.
nothing for you to find. Though. That's the thing. If there was something for you to find, trust me when I say
you're actually keeping another woman out there single, and that's not fair to the kingdom of heaven.
How am I keeping? Why are you putting this on me? Why is it my fault?
Because you're a man. You men are the problem. Right now, you guys are the problem.
So you would rather me start dating and then
I'm sure there's so many
discovering that these people aren't for me, and so I'm leaving a trail of heartbreak rather than waiting until I'm ready to date. To actually date.
No.
So you want me to just date when I'm not ready to date?
You're twisting my words.
I'm not dating because I'm not ready to date.
Why?
Because I'm not. I
You're
don't want
somebody else like you. The timeline is no.
So I should date somebody because I'm worried about this imaginary person.
Anyway, we'll talk about that behind closed doors because Jason would actually try and defend whatever he has to defend. And I don't have energy for that.
I'm just gonna defend my standpoint. I'm not dating anybody right now because I don't want to date.
Fine girls around you. You've not seen anybody that has good character that can match you.
Joe, the thing is, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Educate
Here's
me.
the thing.
Me, I'm listening,
I have been in some situations where it didn't work out. And, it was, the other person took it a lot harder than I did. when I locked things off, right?
No, but when it didn't work out, was it your fault or was their fault?
I got to a point where I couldn't see things going further. So I didn't, and I'm not going to continue. I'm not going to stay in a relationship longer than, I'm not going to stay in a relationship, talking stage, dating longer than I'm supposed to be. The moment I feel and I'm like, this ain't it, I'm out.
Okay.
Right?
What are you looking for in a woman? You already
finish. Let me finish that, right? Once, if I don't feel like, if I hit a mental wall that I cannot explain with it or anything like that, I'm not going to stay there, because I know that's, for me, that's God saying this ain't it, right?
Mm-hmm.
For me, because that's happened, and I've seen that. I think it's happened to me 3 times now.
3 times?
3 times.
Just you dated 3 times in this UK?
Not in this UK.
Me, I've not even found anyone, and you dated 3.
I did not 3 in this UK. It's not 3 in this UK. But I'm saying, after that, for my type of personality, I don't want to continue to do that until I need to know, like, because sometimes the drama that follows an ending is too much for me to deal with. So I'm not going to deal with it.
When you say the drama that follows when it's ending, like, if you're leaving someone, you're leaving them.
Yeah, it's cool for me, but sometimes it's not always. It can become a situation for somebody else.
Okay, that's true though.
There was a time where I ended something with someone, and from the time where I said, okay, this ain't it, right? It was a 6-month period where it was just one thing after another that just kept finding out, to the point where we had to sit down with a mediator about what, I don't know.
But sometimes some people take it harder. Like, you can't actually dictate how, especially with women, our breakups, unless one has already broken up with you in the relationship. Like, let's say we've checked out before the ending, that's different. But if it just hits you, it takes time for you to recover.
And that's fine. But the thing for me, right, is that after all of that, right, and it wasn't the same outcome every single time, but there was always hurt. Everything. I can't.
And you didn't feel that?
No, because for me, once I know it's not it, like, I can shut down my
Men are weird. Guys, listen, man.
Joe, let me finish.
You don't trust a man.
Joe, let me finish. What do you mean? You can't say you don't trust a man, because I was genuine.
Not just you. Because men can just like that.
Yeah, but if I'm genuinely pursuing you, and I really, in my heart, and I'm genuine, me, just the way that I date, right? I can't speak for every other guy. I'm genuinely pursuing you. I'm genuinely interested. After a certain point, okay, I'm like, okay, God, like, this is who I'm looking at. Like, I don't want to make a mistake. If I get a no, or I get no answer, I know that this ain't it. You get what I'm saying? So, once I know it's not it, I now have to shut down my feelings, because if I let my feelings get involved, because I've been feeling this person this entire time, I will stay where I'm not supposed to be.
So you can easily shut down.
It's not even that I shut down my feelings. I just have to rely, because feelings will move you in different places. So I just like, okay, this ain't it. So when I say to have the conversation, obviously they haven't been on the same journey as I have been. They haven't prayed the same prayers that I've prayed. God didn't speak to them the same way, or they didn't get this they didn't have this feeling. So yes, I understand that there's going to be hurt, but for me, the way my mind is wired, the way my chest is wired, my heart is wired. I said chest, you get me, because I'm from Brixton. The way my chest is wired, yeah.
If I hear Brixton one more time.
The way my chest is wired, you get me, is that I can't deal with that too many times. Like, it starts to weigh on me. I don't want to have that as that can't be who I am. This person who dates somebody, it doesn't work. Date somebody, it doesn't work. Date somebody, it doesn't work. So I'd rather, okay, let me just sit my ass down somewhere for a little while. And then that way I'm not bringing anybody into my space. And especially for me, what I've noticed is that my normal, just how I interact with people in general, once I start giving that type of attention to one person, I may not take it up a notch, but it's received in a different way because of how, I guess, open I am, comfortable, and it can sometimes, people can build a picture that I'm not there. I'm just still being myself. I'm not selling any dreams. I'm not telling anyone We're going to get married. I'm not telling anybody that.
But wait, if you're in a relationship, it's different.
Even in talking, I'm just saying this is also
in
happening.
Talking stage.
Yeah. Sometimes
But
people build a
maybe I'm
picture.
old school though, because I don't know what talking stage is.
Like when you're just dating, not in a relationship, pre-relationship.
Once I start liking you, I feel like we're in a relationship. That's just who I am.
Yeah.
Because once I start liking
that ain't how
you,
people. That's why you ain't. That's why the streets ain't for you, girl. These streets ain't for you.
It's not for me.
These folks
once we start having we start talking, they want to like. You're my man. Yeah. What are we doing like talking stage?
You need to find somebody that believes.
Then Gen Zs are doing a lot because I'm a millennial though.
These talking stages, right?
What is talking? We are in a relationship.
These talking stages can last 3 months.
Oh, God forbid.
Listen, and then you start dating.
Oh!
And then you get into a relationship.
Hey! Guys, no, stop it. Because I think that's why I'm really struggling. Because what is this? I ain't got time for that.
Listen, have you not seen the people that do
talking stage? What are we talking in that talking stage?
Do you know? Have you not seen the people that will be doing like relationship proposals? Like they'll be writing.
Can you be my girlfriend?
Yeah.
I feel like it's for content. I didn't know that it was real.
No, it's real because they've been talking for so long.
Hey.
Yeah, they've been talking for so long.
I'm real old school because I've never in my world, Joanna's world, this doesn't happen. Because when you meet someone and a man likes you, like you will, you like me, I like you. We start talking. That's it. We are in there. Yeah. Like the day you tell me you like me, and I think I feel you. We're in a relationship from that day. You are accountable to me from that day. What are we talking about? So when we if you take me out, we go for lunch, or we are out on a date, I'm asking you questions. I'm like, okay, this is how you think. This is who you are. Is this for me? I'm not that. Then if it's not for me, we leave it there. If it's for me, we continue. So you can't tell me I'm talking for you 3 months. What are we talking in that 3 months? Have you eaten? Are you okay? How was your day? What did you... No. It's not for me. I'm sorry. I don't know why you're laughing because that alone...
Have you eaten is crazy.
Bro, what are you doing? People don't ask you that. Have you eaten? Okay, then what did you eat? Oh, was it good for 3 months? Oh, no, bro. We're not gonna do that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's not for me. But I mean, as I'm saying, this story, I was so happy that, a sister was smart enough to get out of a situation.
Absolutely.
And I am sorry for whoever got married to that man if his mindset hasn't changed.
But what if he found somebody that also has that same mindset?
That's what I'm saying. There's somebody for somebody anyway in this world. Please, why is my somebody not finding me? Why is my somebody not finding me?
Are you in the position to be found?
We'll talk about this later.
You see, Ruth went to the threshing floor.
But where should I go?
Find your threshing floor so that your Boaz will find you.
Mayfair is what I have to go to Mayfair. I don't have money to go to Mayfair.
Can just go there, sit at the bar and just...
I don't have money for Mayfair stuff.
Yeah, you have a bob. Let me see a bob shake. No, do this one. This is the one that you don't do.
Which one? Like that?
You just...
No, I don't have... No. Please.
Yo, shout out to this bob that Joe has today. It's moving. It's not stiff.
It's a bone straight.
Yeah, I don't know what that
Do you know how much this hair cost?
I'm just saying it's
moving.
No.
I've not straightened this hair ever since I got it. It's real hair from Vietnam.
I'm just saying it's moving. It ain't stiff.
Why should it be stiff?
Because some people have bobs and it's stiff.
Oh, hey, Jason.
The bob will just stay like that.
Now this is bone straight. This is real somebody's hair. But I mean, yeah.
It's yours now.
It's mine.
Yeah.
All right, Jason. I think we've been all over the place today, but it was a good conversation.
Yeah, I think my takeaway from this conversation
is what that have sense.
Be mindful of the type of parties you go to. That one
we have to wait for the final verdict.
Hold on. Regardless, be mindful of the type of party because even the Bible says flee from even the appearance of evil. And
do not be seen. There's something that says don't be mixed up with
do not dwell in the counsel of the ungodly or sit in the seat of the sinners.
Yeah, but that one is hard. How can you win so if you're not sitting with them?
No, it's not about but sitting in that context is like I'm dwelling here. This is what I'm dwelling in sin. I'm dwelling with sin.
I will dwell. I forgot it.
I've learned that
forever.
I've learned that my takeaways from today is be mindful of what parties you go to. One, as a minister if you're a minister or you're a pastor or you're a bishop or you're
not even
anything like that,
if you're a child of God.
No. Let's take with the ones that have the more responsibility.
Okay.
If you're there,
if you're like
you
Paul,
also have to be mindful of where you put yourself, because wherever you go or don't go sends a message without you even saying anything.
That's
right?
true though. But sometimes it's not always like, but it sends a message, but it might not be what you're actually doing. The
third thing is, for men, y'all can't be having unrealistic. If you are head of your household, your immediate family comes first.
And you should make sure if you're head of the household, God should be your head, not just anybody. Your head. You know, what is your head?
Yeah, but your immediate family comes first, as in your wife and your children. Everybody else is secondary.
And even it's in the Bible.
Yeah.
We need to give them that Bible verse. I'll have to go and look for it.
There's that. And then what else did we learn?
We learned to overall have sense in the streets.
Have sense, yo.
Yeah, have sense. And please. How do you call it? One more thing. I think my takeaway is also, it's not even the sense. I want women, because I'm going to say women because I'm advocating for us. Most of the times we are the victims. It's only few. I know.
It's feminism.
No. Like, I know men get abused, but it's like a handful, right? You guys have much more power than we do, like when it comes to physical strength. And I don't like our sister situation, from Annie, from Cassie, all of that. When you see the red flag and the banner, please flee. It's easier for you to live from the beginning than stay and be hopeful. Because you being hopeful will actually land you into a situation where, had I known, but it's always at last. And I'm pleading with you, if you're in any relationship that is not serving its purpose, my dear, society would only bury you when you die. And they'll say, rest in peace. That person's life will go on. So please, I beg you, do not be afraid of your church. Do not be afraid of people. People will say, flee and love yourself, love God, and whatever it is.
Also, if you're in any of these situations, like what allegedly Annie went through or allegedly Cassie
is going through,
if any of that resonates with you and you are speaking to somebody, please, like, before you speak to this person, please be in the mindset of, make sure you're speaking to somebody that can give you good, solid counsel, one. And then also it's hard for me to say this because I think it differs from different people, but be in the mindset of already wanting to leave and you want support.
And actually taking that advice. Because some of the time people would listen to that advice and they won't take it and they will still stay.
Yeah. But then it's hard for me to say that because you never know what type of mental gymnastics somebody has done on them. You know?
Spiritually be grounded with God, and then your mental gymnastics or whatever is happening out there would actually, God will help you.
You know what's important? I think it's for people to actually know themselves. Like, really know. I think that's the biggest thing, is actually know yourself,
who you are.
Know who you are, know your value, know what you like, know what you don't like.
And know that you are enough as well. No matter the circumstance, you are enough. Like, self-esteem and self-worth is what makes people, lack of it is what makes people actually put themselves in a situation where they're not supposed to be in. Because you would find, I've come across, the way I'm supposed, but I've come across I was gonna say niggas, but I'm a black person. I can't say a nigger. Like, men have actually like humbled me, and they will say things that if I wasn't strong enough, I would have actually lost myself. You know, and I give myself props. I give my mom too props for actually speaking life into me any day. And I also give the Holy Spirit props because it actually keeps me in tune and in check. Like, no matter what you do, Joanna, you are enough. Yeah. You are who you are because I made you who you are. Yeah. You know, and we're not just sitting here because we know it all. As we said, we're helping each one help. What was the thing? Each build a community, each one help one. Like, you know. So yes, and also, Jason, I've already told you, but we have to let them know we're going to have a live session soon. We're going to talk about this in depth today after your, Richika told us out.
We can talk. We can say your last bit. So we'll talk about it offline, but we'll because
it's going to come soon. Okay. It's going to be a live podcast and I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Me too.
I'm looking forward to it.
Me too. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Uncensored But Seasoned. We are open for branding, sponsorships, and things like that. So if you want us to talk about your product, your service, let us know. If you have any dilemmas that you want to submit to us, submit them at uncensoredbutseasoned@gmail.com. Follow us on all socials.
Yeah, Uncensored but Seasoned.
And Richie,
it's always one word on all the social media.
Yeah,
like
everywhere.
Together, don't space it.
Don't space it out. And make sure you have a great week, have a great time, and hopefully you put something.
And follow us on our personal social media as well.
I know Richie's already put them.
Yeah, it's down there.
You probably would have seen them throughout the episode. And another thing,
subscribe, please.
We need our own subscribe song. I don't want to take the other one that I did.
Oh,
we need our
Madam
own.
Joy's one.
Yeah, we need our own one. We need our own one.
Because you are there. This is where your talent has to come into use now.
Subscribe.
No, it sounds like
subscribe. Subscribe.
Guys, please subscribe. Okay, it won't take anything away for you.
Let's see how it sounds. Sing. Subscribe.
But I can't keep up with that key. It's too high for me.
Subscribe. Let me know.
I think it sounds like the same thing as.
It doesn't.
No, it does. It's because don't forget to subscribe. Yeah. Ready? Subscribe. Subscribe is like it's like attuned to it.
It's
so
not
no,
the same thing.
it's the same.
We'll find something.
Please subscribe.
Subscribe. Drop a comment.
And don't forget to like and share. Okay, please.
Peace out.
Peow.